Hi guys, welcome back to EMILY J Pilates YouTube channel and day 4 of our beginner reformer challenge. This has been so exciting. I'm absolutely loving producing these videos, so I hope you're really enjoying following along. So today, for footwork, we're going to add in some dumbbells. Now, if you don't have dumbbells at home, you can use cans of beans, you can use water bottles, basically creating the right weight that you want to do some dumbbell work in the footwork. So for me, I have 2 kg, one in each hand. And then we're going to come on to some upper body strap work, but facing the reformer straps, so facing this way. This uses more core. So this almost destabilizes a little bit more when you're pulling like this on the reformer. For some reason, we just need way more core stability and we get a little bit more of that potential pulling forwards and back, more slack in the strings. So we're really advancing. We're on day 4. We've covered so many great basics and we're just stepping it up a little bit today. And so hopefully you will find this one that little bit more challenging than what you've done so far. So let's take our dumbbells and we're going to start in footwork. Again, footwork is the foundation of your reformer. Every beginner exercise will always start with footwork. And we are on our course, so we are starting with our footwork. Let's do it, guys. Let's grab our dumbbells. And just as before, one heavy, one light, and one medium for me. You hopefully have started to figure out what you want to do here. Maybe you're looking for extra weight into the legs today. Go heavier, guys. Or go a little bit lighter if that's where you've found your comfortable place. So coming down, keeping a good gap. Now you really do need a gap between your shoulders and the shoulder rest, because we're going to be pushing the dumbbells up to the sky and we will need that space. Otherwise you will find it very squidged and it won't feel natural or right to do. Legs hip distance apart, so heels hip distance, knees hip distance. Toes pulled towards the face. Tailbone connected, shoulders relaxed, bottom rib pulling down towards the carriage, ribs knitted together. Inhale to prepare, pushing the air to the back and the sides of your ribs. Exhale, push the machine out into extension and inhale, bring it in. Exhale, extend the carriage out and inhale, bring it in. Now the arms, as you push out, you're going to push your dumbbells or weights up to the air. And as you inhale, bend the elbows, bring it back in. So elbows are snug into the side of your waist, and as you push up, they're going directly above your shoulders and then coming all the way back in. Pushing out and up and then bringing everything back in. Lovely. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it in and then take it out full. Bring it in, out halfway. Bring it in, all the way out. In, half, in, full. In, half, in, full. In, half, in, full. Last one. In, half, in, and full. Hopefully I got your brain working there, your coordination going there as well. Switch that brain on. The best thing about Pilates is being able to forget what's happening in the day. And when we switch up our footwork routine like that, I think that's happened today, doesn't matter anymore. Onto the toes, lift those heels hip distance apart. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push out, arms come up. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. For 8, 7, nice and controlled. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, take it halfway, in, all the way out, in, halfway, in, all the way out and 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 in. 2 more, halfway, in, all the way out and in. Last one, half, in, all the way out and in. Nice, well done. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit here. Lifting those heels, we're going to push it out as we exhale. Inhale, the arms come down. Exhale, the arms come up. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale out, arms drop down into your fly. Push it up, squeeze the chest. Bring it all in. Out, fly. Bring it up, bend it in. Out, fly. Squeeze up, bend it in. Out, fly. Bring it in and in. Out, fly. Bring it up, bend in. 2 more. Out, fly, in and bend. Out, fly, in and bend. Now, we're going to take it out, taking the arms into your chest fly, all the way back in. Out and chest fly, all the way back in. Bend those knees. Out, chest fly at the same time. Bring it in. So it's a fluid flowing motion. As you push out, the arms come down. As you come in, the arms come up. Out and in. Out and in. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, just dropping those arms down. Just make sure you've got space between your shoulder rests. So I'd squidged up a little bit, so I'm just bringing my shoulders away from my shoulder rests. On the toes still, wrapping around the foot bar like we are a bird perched on a tree, heels lifted like we are those beautiful ballerinas that we are. Gorgeous. Taking the arms out, arms up above your shoulders, pushing the machine out. Then as you drop your heels, so you're doing your heel lift and lower, take the arms out into that fly. Squeeze them up as the heels lift and then bring the machine back in. Arms stay up. Push it out, drop the heels and chest fly. Lift the heels, bring the dumbbells up and then bend it back in. Out, drop and chest, in and up, all the way back in, bending the knees. Out, chest drop, lift and in. Out, drop heels and arms, lift arms and heels, bring it in. Out, drop, lift and in. Out, drop, lift and in. Nice. Out, drop, lift and in. 2 more. Out, drop, lift and in. Out, drop, lift, hold it here. Drop the heels, drop the arms and lift. Drop and lift for 6, 5. Check that tailbone's connected for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in, bring it in. You can drop those legs, sticking with the toes but bringing the heels together, coming into first position. Knees go out to the sides, hips rotate as well. Bringing the arms above your shoulders. Now this time as you pull out, you're going to tricep dip. So shoulders above, wrists above your shoulders, dumbbells together. Inhale to prepare, make sure those ribs are knitted together. The arms are extended up ahead, which means you are tempted to flare in the ribs. So shoulders connected to your carriage, tailbone connected. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you pull it out, bending the elbows, bringing the dumbbells down to the top of your head, and then squeeze it up as you bring the machine back in. So squeezing the legs together, pushing out, dumbbells come down to the top of the head, and then we squeeze up, squeeze the back of the arms, those little muscles on the back of your arms. So exhale, take it out and down. Inhale, bring it up and in. Out and down, in and up. Make sure those thighs aren't touching as you push it out. For 8, 7, 6, elbows point forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halfway in, and the dumbbells come halfway up as well. So you've got an inner thigh pulse here, halfway in, halfway out on the carriage, and the arms come halfway up, all the way down. Halfway up, all the way down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way out and all the way back in. Drop those dumbbells, feet wide on the foot bar, and come into your windscreen wipers, holding onto the back of your shoulder rests. Nice big twist through the lower back. And then bringing those legs to hip distance apart. Exhale, both knees go over. Inhale to center, opposite side as you exhale. Inhale to center, exhale. Inhale to center and exhale. And then bringing it back to center, hugging the knees to the chest and bringing ourselves all the way back up. So I'm going to twist around to face my foot bar. To face my straps. Props for being in our seated. So let's start by changing our springs. So I'm going to do today's upper body work on a medium spring. If you wanted a bit heavier for a bit more strength work, then you can do it on a heavy spring. If you need it lighter, then go down from the medium to a light. Remember, as I said in day 3, when you are a little bit light and you could take that little bit heavier, you will get more slack in those ropes. So you have to just take the exercise a lot easier so that you don't pull on the ropes and you've got this momentum and you're swinging forwards and back on your carriage. So medium is most preferred. That's what will help you get the most out of your exercise today. If you were just finding any strain, it's a little bit too much, just bring the reps down. So seated. You can be in this cross-legged position. Remember, you've got your block if you want to sit on it, just to give yourself more space in the hips to allow you to sit it up nice and tall and not to sit rolling the pelvis back because you're all tight here and in the lower back. So you can be seated on your block or you can be in the kneeling position. So in that kneeling position is where you sit on your heels, keep the feet uncrossed. Sit up nice and tall. If you want to take a bit of pressure out of the knees, you can sit on your ball, which is the option that I chose in the last session that we did. So day 3. So today I think I'll sit on the block, sitting it up nice and tall. Now the arms come down by the side, so they're ahead of my knees. So if you are in a kneeling position, you'll be able to get your hands closer to the sides of your body. My knees are in the way here. Sitting it up nice and tall, hips directly below my shoulders. Inhale to prepare. Exhale with a flat palm and a straight arm but soft elbow. I'm pulling my arms to the back of my hips. And then inhale, bringing them forward. So my knees are a little bit in the way because I'm looking to try and pull my arms back, squeeze the back of the arms by my hips, and then bring it forwards. Now, if I was in that kneeling position, it wouldn't be in my way. So I'd be able to bring them back right close to my body because my knees will be in front and not in my way. So you do want to bring those arms a little bit closer to the body so that you're squeezing them just behind the hips, squeezing the back of the arms, and then bringing it forwards. But we are in that seated position on the block or in that seated position. So you just need to work around your knees. So just bringing it back and then bringing it forwards. It may just be to stop before the knees so that you can really bring those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades and squeezing the back of the arms behind the hips, and then release. Squeeze it back, keep that control. Think of that slow pulse out. That slow pull out. 1, 2, out. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, out. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, in. 3 more. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, forwards. Back. 2, 3, forwards. 2, 3. Last one. Back. 2, 3, forwards. 2, 3. Oh, that is just hands down my favorite exercise. I love chest expansion. This time we're going to go a little bit heavier. So we want to be rowing into our mid-back muscles. So you've probably done lots of different rows in the gym, maybe when you're on the bench and you row one arm, or you're at your cable machine. It's very similar on the reformer. So you want to go quite heavy because they're big muscles and they can take it. So definitely put on a heavy spring. You've got that medium, and if you want a bit more, you could put on another medium, but I'm going to go for a light. I'm just going to sit a little bit more forwards. So sitting in that cross-leg position, taking your small loops here. So my hands are in my small loops, they're just ahead and they're probably below shoulder height. We don't want them too high, we want them just below shoulder height because we're going to bend our elbows, pulling them into our sides and squeezing the elbows into the waist. So inhale, prepare, sit it up nice and tall. Exhale, pull the elbows in, squeeze them to the sides of the body, and inhale, release. Exhale, pull in and squeeze, and inhale to release. And release. Now, if this is just feeling too light, you can do two things. You can either hold a bit further up your straps, so I've got it above my loops, or you could add on some extra spring tension. Squeeze it in and release. This feels much better for me now. Think of that muscle. Think of your muscles between your spine and your shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, pull it back, squeeze, and then release. Bring it in and squeeze and release. Gorgeous. You've just got 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a little bit of a change in our pace. We're going to pull it in quick and strong, and I'll make sure that core is engaged and able to spine, sit it up tall. Bring it in and release. 2, 3. Sharp pull in, squeeze, release. 3, 2. Bring it in. Slow, release. Squeeze it in, tight, slow, release. In, release. 2, 3. In, release. 2, 3. Squeeze it in. Now make sure you're not swaying around on that carriage. So navel to spine connection, use that core to help you control. Make sure it's you, that pull of your muscles in and release. Now if I let the momentum take over, I'd be like this, jutting forwards and back, all that slack. In my straps, I want it strong, me. Pull in, release. 2, 3. Pull in, release. 2, 3. Pull in, release. 2, 3. Last one, release. 2, 3. Reset, sit it up nice and tall. This time I'm going to pull it in, 2, 3, release. In, 2, 3, release. In, slow, slow, quick release. In, slow, pull, quick release. In and pull, slow release. Now again, if I was doing this slow and then just letting it release, I'd just be a bit sloppy, pulling on the back of the carriage there. Whereas I'm sitting up nice and tall, I'm pulling in using my strength, and the release is quick, but I've got the control. In, 2, 3, release in 1, controlled. In, 2, 3, release. In, 2, 3, release. In, 2, 3, release. Last one. In, 2, 3, release. Let's do some singles for good measure. In and out. In and out. We can take it. Our back muscles are big, our back muscles are strong. Squeeze it in, pull the back of the arms. Squeeze in for 4, 3, 2, last one, and release it there. Bringing our hands back into our small loops. Again, I'm just going to come a little bit more forwards. Sitting it up nice and tall at neutral spine, flat palms. Taking some chest. Oh, we're not going to take chest expansions because we're too heavy. Take off that heavy and that light spring. Actually, I'm going to leave my light spring on. So I've got one medium and one heavy. We're going to come back into chest expansion, and I'm going a little bit heavier here. So I'm going to just work that a little bit harder in the back muscles and in the back of my arms. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull it back, and inhale, release. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, release. Remember, the knees are a little bit in your way, so just work around what feels good. For me, I think if I just bring my arms a little bit forwards, but don't go all the way forwards of my knees, I'm just keeping my arm in that better alignment to pull back behind the hips and release. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, nice. Really enjoyed having that little bit of heavier spring there. So I hope you could really see that difference there. So I'm going to release off that light spring so that I'm just on the medium again. And this time I'm going to take some chest openers, and I'm going to come into an upper body twist as well. Now this is a great exercise on your knees, because when you are in the seated position, you're going to be coming up to where the top of your loops are, or to the knots of your straps. And when you take one arm up and one arm down, when I take that body twist, when I'm in the cross leg position, I feel like I don't get as good a twist on my upper body. So I really like to do this exercise on my knees. So if you've just been in this cross leg position, why don't you try the knees? Now when you're on the knees, you need to use more core, because you need to stabilize more. When you're pulling, you're more tempted to almost lift and push the hips forwards, flare the ribs. So you've really got to keep the core tight, the spine, the ribs, sorry, nice and tight. So come up above your knots, take the straps first of all. First of all, we'll just face forward. So sitting up nice and tall. One arm goes up, one arm comes down to the hips, and inhale back to center. Arms are below your shoulders, they're just ahead of you. Exhale, one arm up, one arm down. Exhale, up and down, taking it nice and wide, taking an arm up to the sky, an arm down to your hips. Take it wide. Loads of chest work as well as upper back work. Now, that upper body twist. Keep control. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring it up. Now, it is really tempting to flare the ribs here and look all beautiful and really arching that back, but we want to keep those ribs knitted together. Sit it up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Now remember, we don't want to be leaning backwards and not keeping our shoulders above our hips. Twist and center. Twist and center. Make sure the eyes go where you want to twist to, and your upper body will follow. Twist and center. Lovely. Twist and center. One more on each side. Twist. Oh, I'm getting tired. And forwards and center. Oh, I'm working on that so much. I'm really trying to build some strength in that exercise, so I can put one light spring on as well. But we'll get there. Everything is always just to have that next goal in mind, work towards it. Little bit of let's understand our springs. So place your light spring on and then take your medium off. Now remember, one spring has to be on at all times. So if you have one spring on and you're putting on a different spring, you put that one on first and then you take off the one that you don't want. Big, big, big must when you are replacing springs. So let's just have a look at how these springs feel different now. So take your straps where you were before, so above the loops for me. This is lighter. Core is engaged because they can become more slack in the ropes because they're lighter. But remember, it's you. Every move that you make controls this carriage, not the carriage controlling you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, take one arm up, one arm down. How much easier is that on that lighter spring? And again, take it. Now see there where I'm getting a little bit of slack? Now if I let that slack take me, I'm just gonna come back. And it's not good. I'm gonna pull my arms, I'm gonna hit the stopper. I could hurt myself. So that control, that navel spine connection, knit the ribs together. Twist, arms open nice and wide. You probably notice you can get them wider than you did on the medium. Twist and forwards. twist, and forward. It's really tempting to slacken those straps because you can get that little bit more pull in that first instant. Keep tension, load of tension on that straps. Twist and center. Twist and center. So there you go. There's the difference in those spring tensions. That is where you really start to see, is this too light for me? Am I getting too much slack? Get the heavier on. Really work into those chest muscles, into your shoulders, into your back, the back side and the upper back. Okay, let's do a little bit of ab work. So swinging our legs round, we're going to come into some lean backs. So we're going to stick with the medium spring. So place your medium on. Oops, I'm trying to put a heavy on. And take your light spring off. So one medium spring. Now we want to sit it up nice and tall again, but no block this time because we're going to do some rolling back. So just sitting it up nice and tall. Legs just slightly wide, push them into the shoulder rests if you need to. If your shoulder rests come off quite easy, take them off and then you can get to proper hip distance apart. But as hip distance apart as you can, obviously we've got the restrictions of the shoulder rests. Sitting it up nice and tall and then taking your loops by the small loops. We're going to bring our palms up to our face, so they're just ahead of me. And my elbows are bent, I'm nice and tall, my shoulders are pulling down my back, I'm not hunched. Inhale to prepare, and as I exhale, I'm going to tuck my pelvis under and round through my lower back, bringing my back away from my hands, but then pulling my hands towards my face too. So the carriage moves backwards, but forwards for us. Keeping this C shape and then rounding back the way up, bringing my armpits in line with my hips, and then sitting myself up nice and straight. Tucking and rounding, and as I lean back with my back, my palms come with my face. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, rounding, keeping that C shape, armpits in line with my hips, restacking my spine, palms are back in front of my face. Exhale, tuck, roll the spine back, lean backwards, bring the palms to my face, rounding it up, and then sitting up tall as I inhale. Exhale, tuck and roll, lean back, palms come to my face, rounding it up as I exhale. Inhale, restack. Exhale, tuck and roll, palms come to face. Inhale, hold. Exhale, round it up. Inhale, restack the spine up straight. Exhale, tuck and roll, palms come to my face. Inhale, hold. Exhale, round, and inhale, restack. Now, option. Exhale, tuck and roll as I inhale, bringing the arms up and overhead. As I round, bringing the arms around, and as I restack, bending the elbows, bringing the palms back to my face. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, spine rounds around, arms come up and over. Inhale, restack, hands come back to my face. Tuck and roll. Up, ahead, up behind. Round and ahead, restack palms to face. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, bring it round. Inhale, restack. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, arms go back. Exhale, bring it round. Inhale, restack. Option here. Tuck and roll. As the arms go up and back, bring the arms round as the spine rounds up, and then restack. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, arms come round in a circle, spine rounds up, restack. Tuck and roll. Arms up, arms out as we round it up, and we restack. One more. Exhale, tuck and roll. Take it up and over. Bring the arms around. And then restack. Just release those straps. Just make sure there's no tension in those shoulders. Now you will feel this in the biceps as well. You will get a bit of shoulder work, particularly as you're pushing up and overhead. So let's try this with a lighter spring. See what that difference is. Now you will notice that you might not have the same effort to bring the arms up and over, but all of a sudden you're going to feel a lot of work in the abdominals. So on the heavier spring, you're almost not quite sure that you're using your abs. Trust me, you are. On the light spring, you're going to see exactly what your abs are doing, but you just don't notice it as much because you're concentrating on the strength of the arms up and over. So bringing those straps in front. Again, palms are just ahead of the face. You'll already notice there's slack in your straps. If you don't hold that tension yourself, make sure you're in tension of your straps, not in slack. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, arms come up. Bring the arms just straight ahead, rounding through the spine and restack. Did you feel that little bit more as you were pulling up? You're like, oh, okay, there's not as much tension in the straps, it's looser. So you switch on right into your six pack, right into your navel to spine connection to round that body back up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tuck, round it back. Bring those arms in, up and overhead. Bring them over. You should be shaking. As you bring it in, restack, bring the palms back to the face. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, up, feeling that six pack, round it up, and then restack. What about taking the arms out wide? Exhale, tuck and roll. Take the arms up, bring them round, feel that six pack shake, round, 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 round. Shoulders in line with hips. Inhale, restack. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, back. Exhale, bring it round and then restack. Oh, I love this exercise. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, bring it round the spine, round the arms. Inhale, restack. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, up. Bring it round. Can you hear my voice shaking? Because it is. Inhale, restack. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, bring it up and over. Exhale, bring it round. C-shape that spine. And inhale, restack. Now remember, as we bring it back into our C-shape, we're still keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Restack. Last one. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring it round. And then restack. Are we ready? Let's give ourselves our ultimate core challenge here. Inhale, sit it up tall. Exhale, tuck it round. Inhale, bring the arms up and hold. Exhale, bringing them round. Keep that C shape, keep that lean back. In, then bring it back up. Exhale, bring the arms to the knees. Exhale, take it back up. So you're almost rounding the arms round to the knees as if you're about to roll back up, but you're sticking in your C-shaped spine and bringing those arms to your knees. Arms up above the head. Arms to knees, navel to spine. Relax those shoulders. Last one here. Bring it to knees. Bring it back. And this time as you bring the arms round the spine, back up. And then restack. Well done, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that there. I hope you could really understand how those springs make that little bit of difference of how much you're suddenly reliant on your core and when you've got a little bit more support in the straps on those heavier springs. Place on a medium spring. Oh, again, trying to put the heavy on. Place on that medium spring, taking off your light spring. We're just going to do a last little bit of upper back work. So I'm going to sit back on my block to show you the seated version, but you can be in your kneeling position. But I'm going to sit on my block. Just going to move myself a bit forwards again. And you're going to take your straps with your small loops, and this time you are going to bring the arms up to your shoulder height. Inhale to prepare to sit up tall. Exhale, bend the elbows out wide and bring your hands in towards your face. And then inhale, release. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale, release. Now this is a little bit too light for me, so I'm just finding that I'm kind of pushing my body forwards because I haven't got enough resistance here in my straps. So I'm going to place on my heavy spring. I'm going to take off my medium. So I'm on heavy instead. Arms ahead at shoulder height. Exhale, bring them in, bring in the fists to the side of my face, and then take it forward. So making a fist, really holding on to that strap. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, take it forward. I tell you what, guys, if that's still not heavy enough, I'm going to place on that medium again. So I'm on one heavy, one medium. Get those springs up. Make this work for you. Learn those springs that you have on your reformer. Exhale in. Yes, now we're talking. Inhale, release. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, release. Squeeze those mid-back muscles. Squeeze together at the back. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze it back. Inhale, release. Squeeze back and forwards. For 6, remember, shoulders above your hips. Try not to push forwards or flare the ribs. Sit it up nice and tall. Bring it in and out. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, love it. Nice little bit of back work to finish. Release those straps. And we're going to come into a nice stretch. So reaching it up, I'll turn a bit to face you. Reaching it up. And then exhale, bring opposite arm to opposite knee. Nice twist through the mid-back. Oh yes, we need this nice twist through our mid-back and our spine. Look towards the corner of the room. Inhale to center. Take it over to the opposite side. My foot bar's in the way. Bringing it into center. Push the palms up to the ceiling, light back bend if it feels good. And then bringing it back to center. Take those arms forwards, pushing the spine back, pulling the shoulders apart. Nice big stretch. And then take those arms behind your back, palms meet. Push the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift those arms if you can at the back, or just leave them down. And then just release it there. Take opposite arm across your body. Open out wide, opposite side. Open out wide, bring it back up, reaching up, bending to one side, holding that nice lateral stretch. Inhale to center, bend it over to the opposite side. Keep those, both of your chest shining forwards, not both of your chest, just the one chest shining forwards. And nice little bend again for that nice ab stretch. Come to center, palms meet in the middle, bring it down to center. Well done, guys. You have completed day 4 of your beginner reformer challenge. This really does challenge that core and understanding this machine and stabilizing as you're pulling yourself forwards. It is such a step up in your week, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you really enjoyed some of the extra bit of routines, really burning into the muscles. I am really looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to be looking more at when we stand up on the machine. So if we leveled up today, we're leveling up again tomorrow in day 5. Can't wait to see you there. See you tomorrow, guys.